Let's go live. This is James Middick speaking. Have you ever wanted your own TV station? Well, I'm going to show you how that's really easy to do now. And I'm going to actually go through why it's important, how you might want to consider it, and putting it all together, because at the end of the day, you on YouTube are actually a TV station, and it's a real great opportunity that I think people should be at least investigating. And when you have enough content or enough of a story put together, something that you can do to be marketing all of the time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through a couple of things. I'm just going to talk a little bit first about 24/7 marketing, or you and your own TV station, or becoming a TV station. I'm going to talk about how that fits into your business as part of the sales journey that the people you're trying to help go through when they're getting to know, like, and trust you. And then the other thing we'll do, of course, is I'm going to take a look at what's required to do that, a little bit of software and some setup. And then finally, we'll take a little bit of a deeper look into, what are the next steps for this, or how are you going to plan it so that you can take advantage of it moving forward. So those are the four pieces that we're going to go into. I'll try and do it as quickly as possible. And at the end of this, what I'm going to do a little bit later today probably is I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to show you live. I'm going to record while I'm doing it, setting up my own TV station again. Now I say again because I actually had, well, I guess the right word is had. I did have a radio station when I first started streaming in the 2000s. And if anyone is old enough to remember, there was a little piece of software. I'll pull something up on Reddit here just to give you some perspective. There still is a company, I think it's real.com, and it was Real Networks, and that was the first streaming software. And I had enough bandwidth in my basement office in the early 2000s that I had Real Server installed on my local computer, and I had a full-time permanent connection to the internet, and I took the secrets that were in the 52 secrets my mom never told me, and I broadcast it as a radio show. So what happened is all of the MP3s that I had broadcast in sequence 24/7, and they were just out there marketing myself. Now, that was with audio. What I'm doing now is I'm actually going to take all of the videos that I've done and I'm going to repurpose them and start streaming it as my own TV station. Now, there's some real cool things about that when you're, taking a look at that and saying, and actually, if you look on the screen here, if you're old enough, you'll remember the Real Player. It was the ugliest software that you ever saw, but there was really no other way at that point other than doing a Windows media server, which is a whole other story. People had the choice, Real Player or Windows Media, and it was ugly, it was buggy, didn't necessarily work all the time, but it was there and you could still take advantage of it in the early days. So that's how I got started. And this whole kind of piece of 100% full-time marketing, always on marketing, is kind of neat because there's a whole bunch of unique benefits to it that you may not be considering or not even thought of yet. And if you go and you look on YouTube right now, you'll see all sorts of different people talking about, you are the brand, marketing yourself as the brand, and your ability to get out in front of people and your ability to have yourself out there is one of the key parts of all of the marketing activities that you are doing. If you are a solopreneur or one-person business, someone who's just trying to get started there, your ability to get out in front of people all of the time is just the big benefit right off the bat. Your own TV station allows you to do that. It allows you to stream your content worldwide, globally, 24/7, as often as you want, and all of the material that you want to do. It's your own station, your own programming, you're in complete control. So that's kind of the first thing that happens. It's always on marketing. You have the best opportunity to make sure that you are on or broadcasting on a number of channels where the people that you're trying to help are probably viewing content anyway. And when you have your own TV station, it doesn't just have to be on YouTube. You can actually broadcast to all sorts of different platforms that allow for live streaming. And having the little software I'm going to show you and the setup that I'm showing you allows to broadcast to those particular multi-stream media platforms. You can do that 100% of the time with the exact same setup. So it's always on, and it's available to all of the popular streaming platforms right off the bat. Now, there's some other benefits here when you're looking at broadcasting 24/7. And one of the big things is it becomes a form of social proof. And I'm going to go through a couple terms that are kind of psychology terms, but they're things that you have to consider when you're actually out selling or marketing yourself, your solutions to the people that you're trying to help. So when you have your own TV station and you've got content running all the time, it is a form of social proof. Social proof is often thought of as I have to have someone else talk about me. I have to have a lot of people talking about me. But one of the other parts of social proof is that overarching awareness or seeing you all over the place. And your ability to stream or be top of the market, top of the sales funnel in as many places as you can, and having your own TV station, it gives or provides social proof because people assume that if someone is broadcasting all of the time, they have the resources and the information that is something that they can benefit from. So it's a great form of social proof, one that you may not consider, and it's social proof that you can generate that you don't necessarily have to have other people to give you. The other thing is when you're broadcasting all the time, you're the TV station, it's authentic. You can be making mistakes on air. If you have recorded information, you can insert yourself live into these live streams as well. But that ability to get out and people to see who you authentically are is something that is very, very valuable. Again, when you're the solopreneur, the small business owner, someone who's sharing their story, whether it be online courses or how-to videos or building out your learning campus, that authenticity is something that can be earned far quicker when you're out 24/7 with your own TV station. The other one is authority. If you have one YouTube video or you do one YouTube video every week, it may take you 2 years to be seen as an authority if you're relying on YouTube to generate that authority. Your ability to have some content repurposed, have it broadcasting all of the time, even repeating, gives you a sense of authority for people that run into your station or tune into your station, other than the fact that you did a video 3 months ago or 4 months ago, one time, if someone has to search to find it. So gaining authority becomes a lot easier, again, when you're broadcasting 24/7. If you take a look at traditional sales cycles, I covered this in a couple other videos that I did about having a sales journey, or some people call it a sales funnel. I think of it more of a sales hourglass. But that top of the hourglass, it comes down to that inflection point in the middle of the hourglass and then spreads out to revenue. But having that liking and rapport, or getting people to raise their hand to say, hey, I like and trust you. I'm comfortable with you. If people aren't comfortable with you, they're not going to go into your sales funnel or whatever you want to call it, or sales hourglass. That is the first step of knowing, liking, and trusting. That rapport building skills, that is something that a 24/7 TV station can provide, because people can go back on a regular basis or will run into it a regular basis because it's streaming all the time. The other thing that comes out of this is when you have your own TV station, I always mispronounce this, there is a reciprocal relationship between you providing value to someone and someone consuming that value or that content. If you're always giving, the fact that you are giving so much can be something that will cause the person to want to engage with you, because you're giving so much. People want to have a reciprocal relationship, where if someone gives a lot, the people that generally, I'm using the general, people that you want as customers will try and give something back. And that giving something back, whether it be an idea or a suggestion or a request, or providing you with money and their business, People try and equal that out. People don't want to take advantage of someone else. They want to be able to, excuse me, reciprocate in some kind of manner. So commitment and consistency is another one. If someone tunes into a station, if they find your channel and it's something that they like, a particular thing that you do on a regular basis and are always looking for new ideas, they're making a consistent tune in to your particular station. It's like a like and subscribe on YouTube, right? But the like and subscribe is something that you have to give something out, that they have to be notified before that they can engage with you again. On a station, it can be something that's running in the background all the time, and then they can go back and look at it when they need to or when they want to, because they've got some value from you sometime in the past, so you're putting it together. Once you get going with this, the other thing that's huge is passive income, because if you have enough people watching your stream that is an evergreen stream, it's always marketing for you. If you get people involved in your stream and you're monetized and or you insert ads for yourself or someone else's products within your stream, you have an opportunity to generate revenue or stream of revenue that requires no effort on your part other than setting up the stream at the start. So there's a huge opportunity for you to really generate or have a passive income generate from this. Is it going to be $1 billion? Of course not. Is it going to be $1 million a year? I don't know. It really depends on the content that you're providing, the value you're providing, and how you structure that other part of those 13 revenue streams that I talk about in some of the other videos. Here's the other one that most people don't consider that just to put in the back of your mind is, when you're creating a course or an online course, one of the things that people struggle with all the time is, do people like what I'm teaching? Or is there a demand for what I'm teaching? Is there enough of a demand? When you are streaming, you get analytics of who's tuning in to what sections or what parts are more popular than other parts, and when do they engage or when do they consume your content. So you get a real-time feedback on, this is a great material, this is something people like, this is something people didn't pay any attention to. So the analytics are a feedback system for you to let you know what's going on with the people you're trying to serve, if you're giving them valuable content, or even if they're the people that you should be marketing to. So great thing to kind of think of as well. The other one that multiple touches is the last thing I just want to talk about. Even though you stream in a particular place, the thing that comes across, or the reference points that you can interject or add to the content, provides multiple streams of lead generation, is the word I'm looking for. So if you're talking about someone else's product, or if you're talking about another one of your products, or if you're talking about an event that you've done or are doing, if you're talking about resources that are available, if you're talking about stuff you've done on social media, if you're talking about stuff that's done on a newsletter, this stream allows you to reference all of these other top of funnel or top of business or top of sales journey entry points into your particular business. And that's going to get me to point number 2. Those were all about 24/7 marketing, all the benefits of it. The second part is that whole idea of a sales journey that happens for people to do business with you. And of course, there's a number of different parts to this. And I actually have I did a video last week actually about face-to-face selling and that lost skill again, and the different kind of sales models, about how people become persuaded and influenced by you and get guided from not knowing that who you are and what you provide to, hey, I'm a valuable customer who's paid you some money and is engaged with you on a regular basis in your campus or in your community or in your courses. Those entry points, that top of the funnel or the top of the hourglass, those things, the more that you can get into there, the wider the hourglass, the more likely or faster you're going to get people into that inflection point, which is that first purchase or that first paid purchase or first engagement that you have with people. So Multiple entry points is absolutely huge, and because you're broadcasting all over the place, you're referencing all of the other materials that you have, it's a great opportunity for you to go look at that. And you have to remember that YouTube is the second largest search engine right now, and as a search engine, if you're not already famous, the one thing that happens, of course, is people are looking for specific answers to specific problems. If you've got your stream set up so that videos are playing answer questions, this information in the live streams is still something that people are going to be able to search for on the second largest search engine, which is in fact YouTube. So discovery after search is a big part of this. People are looking for answers. You've got videos that are lined up in sequence that answer the questions of the people that you're trying to serve. So you can actually guide people through that sales process by sequencing the videos or the parts of your show and TV station in a playlist that makes sense. Now, this isn't a playlist, this is something that's streaming all the time, and you can actually stream playlists, which is a whole other kind of situation. The other thing that happens is if you have a set kind of schedule for your show, you're going to find that some people will tune in to a particular area. And this really gets into my whole idea of a topical authority map, where you have a core topic, these categories or other kind of mini topics, and each of those mini topics have questions. That hub and spoke model in the topical authority map. Each of these little categories, if you have multiple videos in the categories, you may find people who tune in or who are more interested in answers about those categories, which can be mini courses, micro courses, cohorts, paid services, and you'll be able to tell and look at people who's watching, who's engaging, who's asking questions for specific categories or sections of it. The other thing to really understand is when people find you or they get going, you can add opt-in points within your show. Think of it as advertising on your own TV station, right? It's something that you probably see on Monday Night Football or any kind of shows that happen on a regular basis, whether it's Dancing with the Stars or a sporting event. There's time for ads. And that's part of our life. Your ability to insert your own lead magnets into your live stream is something that, again, gets you out in front, and it gives you the opportunity to get an email address, to start a newsletter, to start all of that automated sales funnel stuff that can happen in the background. And the sales funnel is all about, I use the traders model, turn on rapport, attention, interest, desire, action, results, and service. If you're looking at, traditional copywriting ones where you're looking at people, identifying a problem, us as the marketers agitating and showing them all the problems with it, and then getting people to identify the solution that we provide, or at least engage with us to provide the solution to them. Doesn't matter what model it is, a TV station is something that gives you that opportunity to actually have people guided through that particular sales funnel. So you're probably going, okay, great, I'm into this, I understand, what do I need to do to get started? So I'm going to show you a piece of software that I've purchased. It's the one that I'm going to set up. It's not the only way to do it, it's just one of the ways to do it. So let's go take a look here. I'll open up one of the pictures here. I've got on this one, I'll show you actually one of the versions that's available now that I have an account on. I only have a free account, and it's something that you can go and do. I'll put the links below, by the way, for all of these if you want to go and check them out after. And of course, while you're doing this, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I should have, let me just open this one up here. Yeah, where's this one? Yeah, okay, so there's the link there. Go to tradingsites.io, and on YouTube here, like and subscribe. I would love it if you did that. So here's our, this one's called Restream.io, and this is a software as a service that allows you to upload and store videos on their servers. And then what it does is you can set up channels and actually have it broadcast 24/7. Now this is a paid service, and I believe it starts at $19 a month. I'll see if I can get one actually. Let me just open up a screen to get the pricing for you here. We'll do it as a incognito window so I'm not logged in. And see if we can get this one up. Yeah. Okay, so you got one stream, 30 destinations. I was talking about it earlier. You're not limited to YouTube. You can broadcast all over the place and it's live. So in this particular one, it's a software as a service. We put up our videos to their video library, and then we can organize it as a stream. And we can say to the stream, I want to go to Twitch, I want to go to YouTube, I want to go to Facebook, I want to go to wherever. You've got 30 different destinations that are running, and this is running at a regular time. So very, very powerful. Start your own TV station. It's right there. Now on the pricing, for something like this, they have the free one, which is I'm signed up here for right now. You can only go to 2 channels, or you only have 2 channels. And this one doesn't allow for local recordings. So you have to put your videos up and store them on your server to do that. The other one is we've got this one here is the standard one, $16 a month. And I think right now this is, set to monthly or yearly. Yeah, it's billed yearly. So $16 a month, billed yearly. Then they've got a professional and a business one with different features. And you can go through and take all of the different ones here. And the thing, of course, with this one is this one also allows you to do live streams as well as the automated live stream. So if you want to actually do an interview or things like that during the actual call, you can do that with this particular software. And it's one that I don't use because we use Ecamm. I use Ecamm to do the live streams like I'm doing right now. So if you're not using Ecamm, or you're using something, for example, like StreamYard, StreamYard allows you to do live streaming. It doesn't allow you right now. When I'm recording this, I don't believe it allows you to do multi-streams from recorded content. So kind of this one's kind of, you've got StreamYard, and then you've got Restream, and then you've got Ecamm. There's kind of a web ones, each have their own services. You kind of got to pick, am I doing live ones, or am I taking my recorded ones, or am I doing both? And do I need to stream to one, or do I need to multi-stream? So some other questions, and I'll probably do, based just on talking this, what I probably should do is do a little bit of a cohort on it, a little live training on this, just to go over which one's best for you moving forward. So that one is called Restream.io, and I'll close this one up now because the other one that I've actually purchased, and I'll do this afternoon, is a new one that I found into. Again, I haven't tried it, but this is the way that it works, and we'll see what happens. So this one is called Livecaster 24/7, and I'll put the links below to this one as well. So what this is allowing me to do is, right now, if I go take a look at my YouTube channel here, let me just open up YouTube just as an example of how this can work. So I'm going to open up my YouTube channel here. I'm actually not even logged in, is it? Oh, look, I'm live right here. Okay. I can't do this one. Let's go. I don't want to open up that one. So I don't want to open up myself live. So I'm just kind of hide this one, and we'll open up there. Okay. So if I go take a look at my videos right now, and I go look in live sessions that I've done in the past. So I got 300 videos that I've done in the past. Many of those videos are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking those videos that I have copies of on my computer or on my network at home. So I already have those. Those are something as a digital asset that I've collected, my digital exhaust, and I've talked about this on other videos, but I have it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of those pre-recorded videos that are available on YouTube, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug them into Livecaster 24/7, and I'm going to take all of those pre-recorded videos and broadcast them live in a continual stream in the order that I want, with the additional lead magnet kind of things interjected in there. And I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to be broadcasting 24/7. So whenever someone tunes into the live stream, they're going to be able to see whatever video is playing at that particular point in time. So I can have, in this particular case, I can do outputs to multiple channels. I can have one station going to multiple channels, so it's available on multiple media platforms. And on this particular one, I can have as many of my own stations as I want to all of these ones. And all I need to do is get this software installed and have it set up with my own library that's on my hard drive. So what do I need to do this? I need to have a piece of software, whether that's software as a service or something like Livecaster 24/7. So I have to have that. I have to have enough of my own assets or digital exhaust that has been captured that I'm going to be able to live stream. And then if you're going to do it at home, you have to have enough of an internet connection to be able to have this sent up to YouTube or wherever you end up wanting to podcast or, broadcast your channel. So these ones here, and I'll put the pricing, and this one is really inexpensive at this particular point. Again, I'll put the link on. I bought a license for $36 to get started. So I'm going to install it on my Mac here. It runs on the Mac. Just put my content in and it's gone. And you may be asking at this point, well, I don't have 300 videos. Well, if you don't have 300 videos, that's okay. Don't worry about it. If you have 10, have it playing in the background. The thing is, and I've been a big fan of this for a long, long time, is I think that capturing your digital exhaust, the stuff that you're already doing, having it captured as one take, zero edit videos, there's real value in that, in making yourself available as a real, authentic person or expert in your particular area. So start with what you have, whether it's 10 videos or 20 videos, or even 5 videos that are 10 or 15 minutes long. That's a whole hour show. And the thing is, if someone visits it one time, will they stay for an hour and go, I'm never going to come again? Maybe. Most people will stay 5 or 10 minutes. They may take a portion of the time, but they may come in at 35 minutes of your 50 minutes of content that are available right now. They may watch another 10 minutes and go, wow, that's pretty interesting. That's something that I think is important. They may come in a week later or a couple days later, or your stream may show up in search and what's playing on the particular videos when they're looking around on all the live training that's available. And hey, your stuff's there. And if you happen to add 2 or 3 videos a week, add them to your live stream and have them playing on your own station. So this is a great opportunity. We've got all of the benefits of it. We've got where it is in the sales funnel and how it can help people. You just have a little piece of software to get started and some content, and then after that, you have to organize it. The last thing is just organizing it so that you guide people, your people that you're trying to train, the people that you're trying to teach. You're going to guide them through the process that you've identified that you're trying to teach to give them the transformation that they want or the education that they want. You figure out, what do I need in my sales funnel or my lead magnets? Where do I need to guide them through? What kind of feedback am I getting? How does it fit into the story that I want to tell? And that's the only work that actually happens with your station. And think of it as the popular stations in your local market or the national TV. You know when stuff is on. You know when there's particular shows that you like, and your ability to tune into them and then watch content that has already been created. It's a passive way to market yourself all over, all of the time. So I'm going to put the links below. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, of course, ask me. And I'd love for you to join trainingsites.io. If you go to trainingsites.io/join or /portal, you can sign up. I am going to give you a warning. The platform that we're using there is changing right now. So we're moving everything over. It's not the way I want it yet, but I'd love to still have you there as we move stuff over and help you start, build, and grow your education business. My name is James. I'll talk to you maybe later today. I'm going to do the live stream of actually setting it up because I like to capture my digital exhaust and make sure that it can be of value to you in your online business. So take care, expect the best. We'll be right back with another great video.